Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Purpose University, your source of inspiration as you seek to create your best life and be your most authentic self. I am your host, Dr. Eve, and I am so glad that you have decided to join me at this time. If this is your first time tuning in, hey, I definitely hope that you enjoy this episode and I invite you to continue to come back. So today I want us to touch a bit on the topic of dealing with frustration. It seems that this day and age, there's a lot of pressure for so many of us to keep up, be it with our families, be it with our social lives, be it with our careers, be it with just relationships that we're trying to build or we're trying to let go of. There is so much that is going on. I'm sure that you can think of a couple of things like immediately that you're just like, yo, I can just do without that today. So with that, I was thinking to myself, man, is there something that I can offer to you that will help you in being able to deal with the frustrations in your life? Sometimes it can be hard to deal with frustration because it seems that just when you get one thing off of your plate, something else comes up. And you're like, yeah, seriously? Like, really? I got to deal with that right now? Yeah, I totally get it. I'm walking this journey with you. So today I want to give you 3 really quick tips on things that you can do to deal with frustration in your life. And they're really simple things. You may be like, I already know that. And if you do, that's great. And if you know it and you're not practicing it, well, here's your reminder to do so. The first step to dealing with frustration is taking a step back. Sometimes things that are frustrating you because you are trying so very hard to deal with it and it's just not time to deal with it. Sometimes a situation just has to play itself out. A relationship just has to just come to its end, or one just has to evolve, but you got to take the pressure off of yourself, with pursuing different career goals or trying to do something to develop yourself personally. You've got to take a step back. Rome wasn't built in a day. As cliche as that is, it's so for real. So take a step back, like regroup and try again later. There's nothing wrong with taking a step back so that you don't have to be so frustrated about why something isn't working out the way you want it to in the time that you want it to work out. The second thing is to take a breath. Sometimes dealing with frustration, you get so hell-bent on now that you just don't breathe. So when you take that step back, take a breath. We don't value breathing. And I say that because breathing means that everything is good, even if it's not necessarily the happiest of things that's happening in your life right now. The fact that you have life means that there's a capacity for whatever is going on to change. So take a breath. Third, and I kind of alluded to a little bit earlier, but take your time. Take your time. When you're dealing with things that may be frustrating, your car just broke down, or your bills are a little bit late and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do, or even when you have things that you're working on projects and it just doesn't seem to be coming together the way that you're like, yo, it's not coming together, and then you rush. Like, you force yourself to be in a space that you're not ready to be. And I believe that everything happens when the time is right. For everything in life, there's a season. There's a time. So take your time. Take your time and be grateful for the process that you're experiencing in whatever it is that you have going on, because when you're supposed to ride to that thing or when it's supposed to happen, it will happen and you'll be like, dang, for real? So people, there's no need to frustrate yourself. And that's not to say that there's an expectation for you to be perfect, but it is to say that there's an expectation for you to be human, but there are ways that you can deal with the humanistic side of being frustrated. And that's really to take a step back, take a breath, and take your time. Because after all, your best life isn't one that's rushed. being your most authentic self isn't something that you just, I gotta do it all right. I don't want to tell you not to be frustrated. A little frustration is good every now and then, but don't allow yourself to wallow in the frustration, because you're only stressing yourself out. And while some stress is good, stressing all the time is not good. Remember your value, remember your worth, and know that at the end of the day, you are an amazing person and you deserve to have a clear head, a calm spirit, and a happy soul. Like, absolutely. So I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to remind you that I will be on tour with author Debbie L. London. We will be doing the Purpose and Healing Tour. August 19th, we'll be in Atlanta, Georgia. September the 17th, we'll be in Washington, D.C. And October the 22nd, we'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina. You can purchase tickets at www.purposeandhealing.com. So if you enjoyed the podcast, if you like the social media, if you just want to hear from me live, I definitely encourage you to come out and show some love so I can show some love back. I look forward to meeting you. In the meantime, don't forget to be intentional. Don't forget to be resilient. And most of all, don't forget to be authentic. Love yourself, people. Until next time, I'm out.